Hello, this is Abraham at Nonshore Computer Services, and what I have here is another electronic puzzle where, or I should say, where the window on my 96 Honda Prelude would not go down with the automatic switch. So it would go down if you push it, but if you engage the automatic so it goes down by itself, it wouldn't do it. And I've spent quite considerable time trying to figure this one out. I went to the junkyard and found a different switch with different electronics. I thought it was an electronics problem, that it was not engaging the relay so it would keep it in place, because relay would engage and disengage. It was kind of erratic how it worked, and it seemed like after you moved the window up and down several times it started working. So I replaced the electronics. It was still very flaky. So at a loss, I thought maybe it was because of the age of the contact group. I've replaced and cleaned all the contacts, and same thing. If you move the window up and down too many times, it'll start working a little bit, but still wouldn't work perfectly. And as you can see now, works perfectly. And you can hear the click, so let me repeat the procedure. This is what I'm talking about. That's the click. So relay would not engage and keep it in place. So then I had to pull up the schematic, and here's the schematic for this particular unit. This is the window motor, and I found that inside of the window motor there's something called a pulsar. So what I ended up doing is actually taking, I put it already together before I thought of filming it, taking the scissor lift for the driver side window and pull the actual motor out. And inside of the motor were quite worn brushes, but that's normal, but the motor works. And the pulsar is actually part of the motor itself. It sits on the rotor, and as it rotates it creates pulses. That's how this system works. As long as pulses are coming into electronic circuit board, it will keep the motor going. If pulses have stopped, that means window has reached its bottom and the relay disengages. Newer windows, they have a different way of working, because if you stick, well, this one does not go up, but if you stick in this system, if you stick your finger, it will bite your finger quite bad. As opposed to the new ones, I should learn how the new ones work, because I really didn't know how this automatic up and down system works. So in short, what I had to do was take the motor from the scissor lift. This one has a scissor lift, not on the new models there's cables that take the window up and down. This one actually has a scissor that it works like scissors. As it opens like that, the windows goes up. So I pulled the motor out, took it apart, cleaned it. It was quite dirty. Specifically cleaned the pulsar, cleaned the brushes, cleaned the whole thing with a 91% alcohol, put some new grease in, and actually the motor started working faster. And amazingly, the automatic down window down started working. So that's what it was.